Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video I wanted to talk about the Phantimal upgrading priority, especially because we do have the Primal Lord coming up, and also we've seen different Phantimals being used for different, like for example Battle Drills team, Glyph Shade Boss team, and things like that. So what I would recommend is just focus on the four main factions and try to get your Snow Stomper first to level 90. I think everyone should have that because that is going to help you push AFK stages. It helps you push the Legend Trial Tower, and even there are Glyph Shade Boss teams using the Snow Stomper level 90 Phantimal Battle Drills teams. So definitely Snow Stomper is one of the top ones you want to get to level 90 first. However, I also recommend after that is to get your other three of the main factions, which are Lightbearer, Tesio, Mauler, Lone Gaze, and then Graveborn, the Grim Executioner. You get them to level 60, because by doing this will help you in your Legend Trial Tower progress. And of course, clearing a Legend Trial Tower is important because it is going to unlock the resources for you to further upgrade your Phantimals, but also to upgrade your artifacts, which is really important like right now. So definitely these should be your major focus. Now, I've done the Celestial Hypogean all the way up to level 90, but that is because I wanted it for AFK stages and I wanted it for my PvP teams. But really, for a lot of people, you can pass on the Celestial Hypogean Phantimal and just prioritize the other ones, because you're going to be generating more resources from the Legend Trial Towers if you just focus on these main four. Unfortunately, the Celestial Hypogean is completely useless for Legend Trial Towers. It's not going to help you like earn any more resources from that mode, and so that's why it's kind of just a luxury one. And but I did it for PvP. Now let's talk about the other Phantimals after the Snow Stomper from the regular factions. Now I'm thinking and I'm leaning towards Graveborn as the next level 90. Number one, a lot of people are going to be using your Grim Executioner for their Supreme Arena teams, even Clash Runs teams. Usually you're going to have 1 to 2 teams of a Graveborn faction, because Graveborn's heroes are really strong for PvP. So by max leveling Grim Executioner, it will improve the effectiveness of your PvP teams as well. However, that's not all. We have the Primal Lord coming up in just like 3.5 days from right now, and the top team is using the Grim Executioner Phantimal because his basically 4th skill, which he unlocks. This is going to deal HP loss damage, and also Graveborn heroes is just really well suited for that Primal Lord, and so you will want to have a level 90 Grim Executioner definitely in 3.5 days from now, so that you're getting your top score right from the beginning of the Primal Lord. So really, I think after the Snow Stomper, for most people, just going all in and level 90 Grim Executioner is going to be a very good decision. And you're going to need it for Primal Lord anyway. Now, the other ones to mention are Tesio, which is Lightbearer, and Mauler, which is Lone Gaze. Now, personally, there are not going to be as many PvP teams which are going to revolve around Maulers and Lightbearer, because Graveborn, like we said, and Wilder are going to be your strong, generally PvP teams, or even Celestial Hypogean. But the advantage of Lone Gaze especially is the current top performing Glyph Shade Boss team, which hardly even matters, because like the problem everyone's running into if you're in an active strong guild is I can't even get an attack in. My guild mates clear the boss in just 7 or 8 attacks, and like within 5 to 10 minutes after the reset is already down. And so you probably don't need to min-max for Glyph Shade Boss right now. At the end of the season it will be important, like, you know, when the boss is much tankier, or like end of the phase, I mean, when the boss is much tankier and you need the damage. But for right now, it's not important to prioritize that. For battle drills though, the thing is, Lone Gaze is in some really top performing teams, and getting Lone Gaze level 90 is really going to boost your score for battle drills. But again, who cares about battle drills? Honestly, no one really cares about battle drills other than that initial clear to get the 500 diamonds. The leaderboard is not meaningful for anything. You don't get any rewards from it. So that's why, personally, I would really not be for a full focusing Lone Gaze as of right now. I would say Snow Stomper, Grim Executioner. Then after that, you can decide what you want to do. And for Tesio, he's literally, so he has some AFK stage use, of course. He does have a pretty important skill upgrade when you get this unlocked. It gives like boosted energy recovery to the ally who is provided the spirit mark. That is definitely strong. And then also boosting their damage based on how far they are away from the target. But the thing is, again, it's like it's only for if you run a Lightbearer team in PvP. You may have one Lightbearer team, and it could help it a bit. And for AFK stages, there are some stages with it. However, level 60 of him is really enough to get the job done. And Legend Trial Towers, eventually, yeah, you will want to have it maxed. But basically, I consider Lone Gaze and Tesio lower on the priority list, and Snow Stomper number 1, Grim Executioner number 2. And then you can go for Lone Gaze and Tesio after that in whichever order you choose. Celestial Hypogean, literally the only advantage of this is PvP. If you have a Celestial Hypogean oriented team for PvP, you can run it. She does have some use for AFK stages. There is some use. However, 90% of records are going to be using Snow Stomper. And so fully investing into Illucia just for those 1 or 2 AFK stages which use her is not really that important anyway. Because when we get enough levels, we're going to be able to clear the AFK stages anyway. So really, I consider Illucia the luxury Phantimal, but if you're using, like, for example, in my Supreme Arena, I'm running 2 Celestial Hypogean teams. So definitely, I want to have Illucia at maximum level, and for Clash Friends as well. That's why I've invested into this. But definitely, next up, I'm going to go for Grim Executioner. I don't have enough resources to get him all the way up to level 90 right now, but if I keep pushing AFK stages, I should be able to get it done by today. So anyway, guys, you can share your thoughts about the Phantimal upgrade priority in the comment section down below. Do you have any other opinions? I'm excited for the Primal Lord, but we still have 3.5 days to wait for that. Which is like, yeah, I don't want to wait that long, but we have to do it. But that also gives us time to fully prepare our Grim Executioner Phantimal all the way up to level 90. So that is going to be good for us, I guess, as well. But thanks for watching. If you're not already a member of my AFK Journey Discord server, please join that. There's a link to that in the description of this video. Also, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Firelight store. There is a link to that in the description of this video in a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me and also gain 5% bonus Dragon Crystals on your purchase. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.